Hello there! For those fans who are thinking why I'm not posting any videos for a week ago, I'm busy doing schoolworks and research. Well, worry no more because I'm still playing with free time and discovered the best overall playstyle that you can use. Now, in order to achieve this playstyle, you need to know the build, talents, and emblem set, since this set I consider is a perfect combo and asset for the style. Let me explain. I chose Assassin Emblem for penetration, extra attack, and movement speed. The Swift talent helped me use my passive quickly and smoothly, and Master Assassin talent to increase my chances of winning on 1v1 fights, since 8% additional damage is too much for a reason that every time I attack as long as I'm alone deals massive damage. Temporal Rain, on the other hand, provides a CD reduction of 1.5 within 4 seconds. Plus, Alucard's ultimate skill gives a 50% of CD reduction when used, which means you could spam your skills every time your ultimate is on. Soil could make you execute your passive fast, plus Master Assassin provides 8% of damage and Temporal Rain helps to spam your skills more, so this is the reason why it is flexible, since it gives you speed, damage, and CD reduction. Talking about the item set, Tough Boots provides a resilience of 25%, which is enough to reduce the duration of control effects such as stun. War Axe provides true damage and sustainability by HP and spell vamp, and more stronger when full stack. Also, this is a core damage of the item set, so don't disregard it. Rose Gold Meteor gives sustainability by hybrid defense, life steal, and additional life and shield when low HP, which is a perfect combination for Queen's Wings, since this provides 30% damage reduction and reduces the CD of skills when HP reaches 40% low. These 4 items is the core item that should not be ignored away. In addition, Dominance Ice will contribute to reduce enemies' healing effects and shield, and Brute Force Chestplate provides movement speed, adaptive attack, and specially resilience of 25%, which if combined with Tough Boots provides a total of 50% resilience, which is unstoppable and almost invulnerable in terms of control effects. Absolutely, this is not just about items and emblem set, but also dexterity. What do I mean by dexterity? This is the ability of the player to control the movement of the hero effectively. We can say this is just a different term for micro skills, but let's consider this dexterity as a high point of that skill. In order to increase your dexterity of using Alucard, you need to understand the control of your layout. You should think about the layout that will make you use Alucard with ease, or else you will deal with it forever. The reason why settings is considered, since with the right setting, you'll be able to use Alucard more versatile. After you've figured out about your best layout settings, it's time to master Alucard's passive. In using this passive, always remember that every time you use any of skills, the passive will trigger, and that passive is important to make your damage more heavier and not let the enemy slide. You can use Alucard's passive not just to pursue enemies, but also to escape and poke as well. You can use passive skill at near minions, heroes, or creeps to dash away from the killer, or use your passive to hit and run enemies. Let me give some examples. In this scene, when I tried to poke this cocky Lapu Lapu, I used my passive to him and get back using my first skill till he gets baited from it. And in this scene when my ultimate is on cooldown and this black Lapu Lapu planning to kill me also, I use my passive on turn, and then first skill away, then passive skill to minions to escape. In chasing, just simply use your passive on near target to get closer, then first skill to the target. See, those are the basics of Alucard's passive we can do, and if you want to learn more about it, watch this video I made that is primarily focused about Alucard's passive. After going through passive, let's proceed to his ultimate. Just remember that hit many enemies as possible with your ultimate, since the hybrid lifesteal. Its steals could stack up depending on the number of enemies that got hit. 1 target is equivalent to 10 points of hybrid lifesteal, and 5 is 50 points. About his second skill and first skill, the second skill has a short cooldown and even shorter during activation of ultimate. I suggest to save your first skill if ever the enemies is trying to escape, and use second skill when the target is near. Do not often use first skill when the enemy is near, since if your target knows your move, he can wait until you use your first skill and take the opportunity to get away. Now you know some of the essential, and it's time to go on the final part, which is the skill management. Now you understand about Alucard's skills, it's time to apply it. To be honest, this is a complex one, just like other parts, but maybe these factors could help you for it. The number 1 factor is to know your distance with the target. When the enemy is near, no need to use first skill. Instead, you use second skill or with ultimate to attack. When the enemy is far, you can use your first skill and passive to chase and attack. Just simple, right? Always remember that it's always logic in terms of this. You will use distance attack if your enemy is at distance. You use near attack if the target is near. Second factor is to know the cooldown of the skills. Once you memorize this, you can create your own combos in your mind and use skills as expected without even looking at it. The last factor is decision making. Overall, the ability to predict effectively in terms of using skills. This has many different aspects, but we're going to stop it by now since we knew the importance. I would like to share a gameplay with you guys on how I apply this style in my game. Again, this is the talents, emblem, and item set I use. I suggest to watch closely and observe critically, and don't worry, because I'm going to make the game detailed and fun for you. Firstly, I go with the purple buffers to help our core for fast farming. Always remember that if your core will firstly kill the buff near your lane, don't think twice for helping. My enemy lane here is Dareth, one of the strongest fighters in 1v1, so I gotta be careful. I noticed that these enemies is going in our farm, so I try to give a support. Well, I don't think that I have enough damage to do a success kill, and I'm being aware, so I just flee. I know that I did well since I successfully pushed them to avoid being pressured in farm. I'm being for real here. Don't ever try to fight Dareth in early unless you want to be cooked immediately. His damage in early is massive because he could break your physical defense. So the only thing you can do for early is to wait until it's your turn to clear wave. If you're experiencing freezing from him, just came near the minion and wait until it dies. And if he tries to attack you, reserve your first skill to get away. In this scene, I started to think why Dareth isn't here, and I just took the opportunity to level up, and after I reach level 4, I immediately come where Dareth is, since it will be a free kill because he's surrounded by my allies. If y'all are wondering why I didn't use my U, it's because I know that it would be a success kill even without my ultimate, and I just think about saving it for next clash. And always remember, your role in turtle fight is either help your core from dealing damage to turtle, or become a decoy distraction for enemy core. Like I said from my recent videos, Alucard's weaknesses control effects just like this Kufa possessing. Kufa's balls is really hard and annoying when using my passive skill, so it'll be better if you're planning to approach, wait Kufa to use his balls to someone else. And don't forget that pushing turn is the #1 priority for winning. And I suggest to take gold from this place that protects the turn also, since you can get plenty depending on DPs you deal. This word are provoking. If there's an enemy Selena, beware and do not let you get hit by her word. I'm just saying. For the reason that I cannot solo kill him, I've been thinking about using turn to do the work. Based on my experience, Dareth user is always greedy since they're strong and early, so whenever you came near, they'll attack you, so I use that as an advantage. I use my passive skill and go back to provoke him to dash onto me so he get inside, and I did it, but I must face the consequence. After respawning, the enemy gets the turtle. I saw this Selena having a low HP, so I killed her. After that, I go back to my lane to clear waves and push the turret. Well, after a minute of leveling up, I finally can fight this Dareth. Dareth is an early game gimmick hero, so don't be afraid on late game. What was that? I think I just missed some enemy. Bruh, never mind. In this scene, I'm trying to take this little ass cabbage, but this Selena interfered. But luckily she slipped and failed from stealing it, and the best thing is I managed to insisted her to use Flicker. That was a big win. Surprising that Lancelot trying to invade our core's top. I wouldn't let that slide. Yeah, boy. In dealing with enemy that has high mobility, you should use your skills effectively or use your high level of dexterity to make the kill securely. After that, I go back to my lane since I'm trying to not let my turn gets destroyed. Just like you see, I use my passive to steal the crab and then get away using my first skill. This is the one of techniques that you should master to be able to do what I just did. I just think about if I make my enemy use his skills and missed, I can now attack and secure the win. I waited Derek to waste his skills on me before I fight back, and this is what happens. I suggest that fight using your brain and not your ego. If you are planning to do something, work smart for it, not hard. To be honest, their situation didn't came up into my mind in the current score. I just realized that we're getting pounded, so I started to focus on helping them to address this problem. That was easy because of my healing effects and our support. After that, I go back to my lane to defend our turret there. After clearing, I come near our support to prevent Dira from killing her, and then the clash comes.
Wow!
Because I know when to use skills depending on the situation, I can execute them effectively and safe. This is why it matters to understand the distance, cooldown, and skill management in Alucard. And not just for that, you can even apply this learning on most of heroes. After that, I go to their bottom lane to destroy the turret there. And as expected, enemies come, but the good thing is I destroyed the turret. I have a feeling that if I didn't leave, they'll approach me, so I just stayed while attacking this creep to maintain my full stack on War Axe. I suggest to full stack your War Axe first before you attack, so you could deal huge damage and gain a boost of sustainability. Because it would be a suicide if I still continue, I leave using my passive skill to Jungle Monster. Don't expect that every time or every clash you will win. It will still depend on your preparation, power, and quantity. And always remember that if the clash is nonsense, don't you dare to take it. Instead, just do this. Only do clash if your teammates is planning to do lore to end it immediately, but if you'll do clash without objective, then can probably waste it often. We did a lord here, and we successfully get it. After that, we wait until the lord gets closer to the enemy base and gangbang this Dirith. If you thought that I'm just watching them fight, then you're wrong. I cannot attack them yet since Kufer's balls preventing me to do it. And while they're fighting, I'm trying to destroy this turret so I won't do it later. Because of an ability of us for not ending it yet, we just cleared this wave on middle. I sense this Lancelot is plotting something, so I observe until he's just gaining stack for his War Axe and right time to attack. So I showed myself, but I failed to protect our support. Our marksman came, but failed. I didn't fight back since I'll end up with them also. That's why I waited until right time as well. And that is the last clash before the match ends. Have you entertained? Well, if you do, please leave a feedback in the comment section since it may contribute as idea or something helpful for this channel. Thank you for spending your time watching this video, and I wish you already hit that like and subscribe button. Again, gratitude for your time, stay safe, and good luck.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
For more informations like this, subscribe and stay tuned.